What's up? Future me here. I think this video needs a little bit of context, and that's kind of why I jumped in here. I've had this camera, the Sony A7S III, for about a month now, and with not being able to go outside quite as much, what you're watching right here is literally the very first time that I went out with this camera, and I wanted to run it through its paces and stuff, and I had a hard time trying to think how I was gonna start this vlog and get to know this camera like in the field. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump in from time to time, you know, just kind of talk through what's been going on and like what I was doing with the camera or any observations that I had during the time.
Well, this is cool. We're gonna be right down here.
That's what I'm saying. Well, so this is called, it's called Nelson's Landing cliff jumping. Initially, I was just gonna get down here and take a couple of photos and those kinds of things, test out its color and all this kind of stuff, but immediately I saw the water, its beauty, and how it was moving, and I had to test out the 4K 120 with audio, as you see here. Bro, every year it's something that keeps us going to heights. Yo, y'all need to check this out. Let me hold this right. Super dope, right?
Beautiful, dude.
Oh, what? This dude rode his motorcycle all the way up here. What?
Man.
That's dope. Yo.
I was expecting to see that around the corner.
And a tent. What? That's sick.
Have you ever been here before? No. Here he is. But I guess it won't land if it can't.
Yo, that guy back there, it's crazy. He rode his bike all the way down that dirt trail, which I don't know if I showed you or not, but rode it right up to the side of the thing, and then he's got a tent right here, like he's gonna camp out. It's so wild. And then his story was crazy because he literally got hit by somebody on December 29th, right before the end of the year. Like, come on, man. Like, how do you, that sucks, dude. Wiped out his whole trailer, all his stuff, all his belongings in there. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay.
Scuba diving.
That had to be the other road then, right?
Yes, that's the other road. Always wanted a Jeep.
Yo, what the hell is a coconut doing out here in the middle of nowhere? This is where we just rode up on right now. But explain to me what the coconut was doing there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy, guys. Cool dudes we don't even know. All right, spot number 2. We were just right there. Oh, hold on. Right there. Drove all the way around to get down to here because it was we had too much stuff in our hands and couldn't really climb down that. These dudes over here doing something with the scuba gear and all that kind of stuff, and then, yeah. Lift off. Out here flying the drone a little bit too. See if we can get some cool shots.
bud. You gotta get off here.
Moral of the story, don't get bit by red ants. They hurt. All right, we're gonna try and go and stand up there and get some shots, but also fly the drone. I'll say this now, but when we were walking back to the car from the other location, you guys didn't see because I barely saw, but this dope helicopter flew by really low and I missed it. I missed it. I'm just saying this officially, so in case I put this in the video, y'all know. All right, I don't know if you can see me right now. I might be a little bit blown out, but we just talked to those scuba guys and they were telling us that they practice, or not practice, but they go through some of the certifications and stuff like that out here with their students. And so they sink stuff, I guess, randomly. And over here, I won't be able to show you, but there's a carnival ride, they said. Well, carnival ride in the middle of the river? That's wild. So wild. All right, here, on this mission here, let's see if we can get out to the end of this ledge and get better views. As you can see, no falling, please. Wouldn't be fun. Okay, how dope is this? So now, imagine this with a military, I think it was an Apache helicopter, flying by right here, maybe 100, 150 feet, 200 feet in the air. That's what we missed. Like, as we're walking, we were just over there. As we were walking back up to come around to this, you hear in the distance a helicopter, boop, 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 boop. And then we're like, oh, I wonder where it is, wonder where it is. And then when we saw it, it was like, dude, so nuts, so mad we missed it. Still cool regardless.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so got up here on this cliff and literally been sitting here trying to see if the helicopter will fly back by here again, and so far, no luck. But man, I'm so mad I missed that shot of that helicopter. I'll have to put on the screen here. You'll see a quick picture of what it looked like. And I'm still hoping it might fly by, but we can't be out here forever. So as I try and put this camera through its paces and stuff like that so I can get more familiar with it, this right here is at 17 millimeters and hoping it looks nice and crispy. Pretty dope. So the second biggest thing I noticed about the A7S III was its color. Everything you've seen has no picture profile on it. It's literally straight out of the camera. It's ungraded with the exception of some exposure. I'm terrible at exposure. And this is just to give you a good idea. And that was something that I was blown away by because it just looks so good. And even adjusting some of the exposure, like up and down, obviously, like the way the color reacts to even those small movements, like it's so nice in comparison to like old Sony stuff, I guess. I guess maybe this 10-bit color really, really enhances everything because, I always found that Sony was a little bit greenish and a little bit flat, and I'm no color expert, but it looks good and crispy. So let's keep going. Yo, we're literally trying to figure out if we can be here at this place. It's like so weird. Look at how old that bus is right there. I'm not gonna say it's creepy, but there's supposed to be some ghost town over here, which looks like this because it's really ghostly. There's like nobody here, and I'm trying to figure out if we can even be here.
So we're just curious, are you allowed to walk around out here or anything, or?
You are. We have fees for the area.
That's what I was curious. I was curious if somebody lived out here or not. Gotcha. Okay.
What is this called?
This is El Dorado Canyon.
Okay.
And
so is this the Nelson's ghost town or whatever here?
That's what they like to call us.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yo, how wild is that? How small can a place be for you guys in like the 40s? Oh, actually, so real quick tidbit, they said that this mine for this ghost town stopped running in 1942, I think she said, which makes this 60 years old already. And then how many years before that were people actually using this? They don't want nobody out here after dark. I mean, I don't know why you would want to be out here because there are no lights or nothing on the streets or nothing. It's probably pitch black. So that was Nelson's ghost town, as they call it. And the big thing that I noticed there was that you can, you know, like the sun was starting to kind of come down a little bit. So there were some darker spots and some brighter spots. And the adjustments that you can make on this camera that kind of catch the dark and the bright, like it was really nice to have that kind of like dynamic range to be able to get, you know, the tougher to expose parts and the, you know, when it was too bright. I'm not used to this big of a camera and it has all the dials on it and everything, but I'm not as fast. So it was still a little bit of, you know, like clunkiness trying to adjust and stuff like that, and hoping that, you know, after a month I've gotten better at it, but it's still, you know, like needs me to be out and shoot on a regular, and then I can start to get a little bit more used to it. I have programmed a lot of the, you know, like the custom settings and those kinds of things, but I still want to move around some of the pre-programmed custom buttons and stuff like that for more my liking. Let's continue this video. We were out there actually to shoot some drone footage with my neighbor, and so we stopped into another spot and kept shooting as the sun was setting to kind of, you know, like just explore a new spot and get some more experience under the belt with one, the camera, and two, the drone. And so you'll see. Going? All right, losing light again, but we out here again testing this camera and its capabilities and all that kind of stuff, just in a kind of a real world scenario. 120 frames. I haven't really run the 60 frames so much, but I wanted to see the 120 frames and how that runs. 4K, 120, 10 bit, yeah, 10 bit 422. That's what it's called. I almost forgot what that was. That's the, oh, there you go.
That's dope.
400 feet maximum level.
That thing is so far up there, bro.
And you guys, don't break the rules and stuff like that. Fly where you can fly. Don't fly over 400 feet. Stop breaking the rules and making it worse for drone flyers and people that need to do this for like a living and that kind of stuff. So don't break the rules. At 400 feet, that thing is like a little speck. Yeah, and you can hear it just a touch. All right, I hope you guys like this video. It's a little bit different today. Not my favorite edit I've ever done, and it's because when I first got started shooting with this camera, I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the video. I just wanted to go out there and kind of like, you know, hold it in my hands, get the dials comfortable, you know, figure out what settings I like and how things, you know, react. So I just started shooting, and that led into this. Let me talk about the actual camera itself for a couple of minutes. I think it's an amazing... Of course. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's continue this. This is an amazing camera in a lot of different ways. The color is one of the biggest things I guess I can talk about in terms of it not having any color profile or anything like that. Its dynamic range is great. You know, that 10-bit color is amazing. The drawback to having such a big color gamut is that you have to run larger cards. The files are going to be bigger. There's a lot of different recording modes on this, so therefore it has a lot of flexibility. The downside to that flexibility and having bigger files is that you have to have bigger cards, meaning you have to spend more money on bigger cards. And in order to record in some modes on this, like 4K 120 frames, I think it was called All Intra, A7siii, I think it was called, that mode, the top mode. In order for you to get like the highest quality and capabilities of this camera, you have to buy super high quality fast cards. The viewfinder on this particular camera, I've never had a full frame camera up until this one, is amazing. It looks super clear, crisp. It's got a nice look, what do they call it, an eyelet here that you can see your picture nice and clearly. The other big thing is obviously that it has a flip out screen like this for vloggers and just anybody in general that likes to be able to see and use this camera at maybe extreme angles so that you can get your reference. The screen is nice and bright and lit. But let me summarize for, you know, the average, I guess, user. I don't think that the average user needs this camera. I have other things other than vlogging that I want to use this big camera for. Like, for instance, I've been using it as a broadcast camera for some streaming that I've been doing as of late, which is what it's been mostly doing. But any camera before this that's full frame is gonna do probably 90% of what the average user is gonna use for this. So I don't think it's necessary that most people run out and spend the $3,500 that it was for just the body of this camera. Am I happy that I have it? Yes, absolutely. I have a film background, so I know what this camera is capable of and what I want to do with it in the future. But for most people, I don't think you need this level of a professional camera for you to be able to accomplish probably 90% of what you do. But anybody working in the business, videographers or wedding videographers, or anybody that creates, like, I guess, top level content creation for not just YouTube, but for, you know, maybe clients and those kinds of things, I think this is an amazing camera. But for your average user, I don't think it's necessary. So take what you will with that. And with that, let me end this video because it's already getting really long, you know, coupled with the vlog and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a talking head here. I know it's getting kind of dark, and that's why I want to end this. That's why I need to end this. You make your decisions on whether or not you think this is going to be good for you. But all things considered, this is an amazing camera. It is very capable, has super great low light capability and all the different modes and those kinds of things. But it does come with its baggage in terms of you needing to buy better cards or have a computer that's capable of doing the editing. Even as it stands right now, I can't view the files. I can't, like, you know, on a Mac, you click and, you know, you can preview the video or the picture. I can't do any of that because this particular OS, Catalina, doesn't allow you to see any of that as of yet. You have to use their proprietary software in order for you to kind of like catalog and figure out what you're gonna use. So again, great camera, take what you will from it. Thank you guys for being here. Hit the like, subscribe button, maybe drop a comment, let me know what you think. 30 days in, and I love this thing. It's amazing. So that's it. See you at the next one.